Hello friends, welcome back to another channel. One more time. Hello friends, welcome back to another video on the channel. If you're new here, my name is Fran. I have to excuse my recovering voice today. I feel like ever since my toddler started daycare, I've just been getting sick every other month. So we're just going through those motions. I feel like it's an initiation season for me as a mom. So we're going to be going over my July currently inked. For those who have watched my previously currently inked videos, my summary of how I choose inks and pens every month is I essentially choose my sticker kits that I'm going to be using in my journaling pages, and then I try to find corresponding inks to use with the kits, and then from the inks I choose a pen to match with it. And all of this is so that I am actually choosing inks and pens that look good with the stickers I'll be using, as well as ensuring that I actually use the pens for that month. Before we dive into July's inks, we're gonna do a quick report on how I am now tracking my currently inked. So I do have to grab my B6, my other B6 notebook, but in my paper test design B6 chapter 25 yearly notebook, I am using this yearly overview just to keep track of the inks. So you could see for June, we had 5 different inks, and I don't put the pen, I just have enough room to write down the ink. And then I will also, on this yearly tracker, I'm filming the July a little bit early, and I'm also behind a couple of days in June, so please don't judge me. Just cover this, no judgment. I also track the ink I use every day here. So I did not count before recording, so let's just zoom you in here and let's take a look. So the first ink, Sailor Shikiori Kamoshka. Let me just grab a pen. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Ink Masaru M Lovewell A Sweet Treat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that became the winner for the brown ink. Dominant Industry Seaweed, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shuiyang Forest. Oh wait, that's Shuiyang Forest. So I used 5 times. Sorry. Shuiyang Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow, I only used it 4 times. I did like that combo though. And then Jane Eyre, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so Jane Eyre was the winner for the month, followed by A Sweet Treat. There you go, friends. And now we're gonna go ahead and talk about July. All right, so for the monthly page, I'm gonna continue using the Coffee Monsters Co. large monthly deco. So here it is. All right, so that's gonna be the monthly page. I'll leave it here. We're in the natural lighting of my living room, so if it's a little bit dark, I apologize. And then to kind of complement that like seafoam green, or just like the green color of this kit, I'm gonna be using this Sadie Stickers Boardwalk kit. So I'll show you a quick picture of that. This has silver foiling, and it's got that greenish, that bluish green, that turquoise color. It's got a little bit of like a peachy pink color as well. A lot of greenery, and obviously a good pair with neutrals as well. And then I'm learning that I choose a lot of kits and then I don't finish the kits. So one thing I'm gonna do this month is actually use the leftovers of a previous month. And so this is my leftovers from the Letters to Apollo Botanical Boulevard. And so here we've got some blues and like pinks again. So I feel like it's gonna be a nice addition to the greenish blue to like a truer blue here. So let me put that under. And then the last kit for this month is gonna be a Sadie Stickers mini kit called Santorini. So this one has green and blue and yellow. We've got like a lemon summer at sea type of vibe. So I feel like I'm like kind of in that blue, green, still able to use neutrals on every one of these kits, but then also like a pop of color, whether it's like yellow or peach or pink, right? So with that, let's move over to the swatching table to go over the inks and pens that we chose for this month. All right, so what I like to do when setting up my currently inked is I always use my Planner Monkey Co. B6 notebook. This is 4mm grid, 52 GSM Tomoe River paper, and I just love using this to swatch inks and test out pens. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the July page here. And what I like to do is use a stamp from this Everyday Explorers Co. stamp set. I believe this stamp set is called Currently Inked, but I love using this banner, and for this month I chose to use this dusty purple ink. And for the July stickers, I'm using these colorful letter bead stickers from Sadie's Stickers. I got this sheet as a freebie in her recent anniversary sale, and I go over my haul from her shop, I think in this week's video. I think that's the next video coming out this week, is a stationery haul. So looking forward to sharing that with you all. But yeah, I just really liked putting together this colorful header. I think I'm trying to lean into that vibrant, colorful junk journal type vibe that is trending right now. But for swatching, I have my Pilot dip pen here in a medium size nib, and then I have my little glass drink stirrer from AliExpress to help me make my swatches. All right, so ink number 1 for July is actually a repeat ink from June, and this is Sailor Shikiori Kamoshika. And I have no idea what the heck I'm doing with the swatch, but we're just gonna go with it. I'm just trying to try something different every month. All right, so the pen I decide to use with this ink is going to be my Sailor Pro Gear Slim in Manju, and this is from the Japanese Sweets collection. This is the first time I'm using this pen in my lineup since I got it from Atlas Stationers, I think in April. And this is a 14 karat gold nib in fine, and I really like how Sailor inks do in Sailor pens. That's such a silly statement to make, but despite the nib being on the finer side, it's actually pretty smooth and juicy. So I'm really excited to see how this does in my daily journal. All right, ink number 2 for today is the Colorverse USA Columbus Green, and I got this in a haul very recently, and I was not lying when I said I couldn't wait to use this. For this ink, I decided to be a little more complimentary this month, and I put it in my Platinum 3776 Century Ishigaki Calico, or Celluloid Ishigaki Calico. The names of these pens are so long, but it's at my Platinum, and one of my favorite Platinums. And we've got the 14 karat gold nib in a fine, and I don't know, I just feel like this dusty green, if I were gonna put it in a non-green pen, this pen just made sense. I also really couldn't wait to use the Calico again. So next ink is going to be the Colorverse USA Peach. So this ink I also got alongside the Columbus Green, and I just had to use it for the peachy pink color this month. And I, again, going complimentary, decided to put this in my Sailor Pro Gear Slim Sakura Mochi, which is also from the Japanese Sweet set, alongside the Manju pen. So kind of matchy-matchy with the collections here. But yeah, I thought the peach color would look really cute with the green on the pen, kind of like a peach and the peach leaf color. So that's the third pen for this month. And then my fourth and final pen for July, I went a little more simple with just 4 pens instead of 5, is going to be Diamine Indigo. And you cannot take this girl away from the dusty blues lately. I feel like I'm trying all the different blues each month, and so I'm very excited to try this one. It comes down really dark, but I feel like it dries a lot lighter. So again, with a complimentary pen, I am putting this in my Platinum 3776 Shape of Heart in Chai Latte, and this is in another 14 karat gold fine nib. Oh, and I forgot to say that the Sakuramochi pen is 14 karat gold medium fine. But compared to the Manju, the line variation is really not that different, and I think it's because the Sailor comes out a little more inky in the Manju, whereas the Colorverse is a little bit dry in the Sailor, so the inkiness of each pen kind of evens out, if you can see in the writing samples here. All right, friends, I think that's all I have for you today. Let me know in a comment down below which of these 4 ink and pen combos is your favorite, and if you're excited about any pens in your collection this month. I look forward to hearing from you all below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this content. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you at the next one, my friends. Until then, have a wonderful day. Bye!